CDL Hazardous Materials Practice Test 1. 25 questions.
Question 1. Which signals may be used to warn of a stopped vehicle that contains explosives? Reflective triangles. Signal fires. Flares or fuses.
The correct answer is reflective triangles.
Question 2. To find out if a shipment includes hazardous materials, you should open and inspect every package and container. Look at the shipping papers. Check for a fence around the loading dock.
The correct answer is look at the shipping papers.
Question 3. To stop for railroad tracks, you should stop _feet before the nearest track. 10 to 35. 15 to 50. 5 to 20.
The correct answer is 15 to 50.
Question 4. Who is responsible for safely transporting a hazardous material shipment without delay and keeping the shipping papers in the right place? The shipper. The driver. The carrier.
The correct answer is the driver.
Question 5. You are going to be hauling hazardous materials over a route you do not know well. When should you check the route and get the permits needed for this trip? While you are still on a part of the route that you know. Before starting the trip. Within 24 hours of the end of the trip.
The correct answer is before starting the trip.
Question 6. A shipping paper for hazardous materials must include what? A proper shipping description for each hazardous material and a shipper's certification stating that they prepared the shipment according to the regulations. Page numbers if the shipping paper has more than one page. Both of the above.
The correct answer is both of the above.
Question 7. You find an overheated tire during an en route inspection. If you are hauling hazardous materials, you must remove the tire and place it a safe distance from the vehicle. Cool the tire, then check it every 2 hours. Wait at least 2 hours before continuing your trip.
The correct answer is remove the tire and place it a safe distance from the vehicle.
Question 8. The transport index of a radioactive material is another way of writing the weight of the package. Is something that only the shipper needs to worry about. Indicates the degree of control needed during transportation.
The correct answer is indicates the degree of control needed during transportation.
Question 9. When fueling a placarded vehicle, someone must always be at the nozzle, controlling the fuel flow. At the emergency power shutoff for the pump. Within 10 feet of the pump, with a fire extinguisher.
The correct answer is at the nozzle, controlling the fuel flow.
Question 10. The regulations require that hazardous materials employees be trained and tested at least once every _years. 3. 2. 4.
The correct answer is 3.
Question 11. You have loaded a hazardous material into a cargo tank. What must you do before you move the vehicle? Call Chemtrek by phone and tell them where you are going. Close all manholes and valves. Be sure they are free of leaks. Have the loading observers sign the shipping papers.
The correct answer is close all manholes and valves. Be sure they are free of leaks.
Question 12. If there is an RQ before or after the item description on the shipping paper, it means that the material has an insurance value of over $1,000. The material is in a package containing no other materials. The carrier must report any spill of this material.
The correct answer is the carrier must report any spill of this material.
Question 13. Who is responsible for checking to be sure the shipper correctly named, labeled, and marked a hazardous materials shipment? The carrier, the shipper, the manufacturer.
The correct answer is the carrier.
Question 14. You are hauling hazardous materials, and you find that one of your tires is leaking. You must stop at the nearest safe place and fix it. Continue at reduced speed and check the tire every 25 miles. Report it to your carrier immediately.
The correct answer is stop at the nearest safe place and fix it.
Question 15. Which of the following must drivers have in their possession while transporting Class A or B explosives? The written route plan. The carrier's insurance policy. Both of the above.
The correct answer is the written route plan.
Question 16. When transporting chlorine in cargo tanks, what must you have? An emergency kit for controlling leaks in fittings on the dome cover plate. An approved gas mask. Both of the above.
The correct answer is both of the above.
Question 17. When hauling hazardous materials, you must check any dual tires at the start of each trip and each time you stop. Every week. Every 5 hours.
The correct answer is at the start of each trip and each time you stop.
Question 18. Animals and human foodstuff should not be loaded in the same vehicle with poisons, flammable gases, explosives.
The correct answer is poisons.
Question 19. You are behind the wheel of a truck carrying a shipment of hazardous material. The shipping papers must be in a pouch on the driver's door or in the truck's glove compartment. Clear view within your reach. A box under the driver's seat.
The correct answer is clear view within your reach.
Question 20. When shippers package hazardous materials, they must certify that this was done according to regulations. The only exception is when the shipper is a private carrier, carrying its own product. The shipment is hazardous waste. The driver is given a sealed cargo compartment.
The correct answer is: the shipper is a private carrier, carrying its own product.
Question 21. There are 3 lists that drivers, shippers, and carriers use to find out if a material is a regulated product. One of these lists is the Shipper's List of Transportable Quantities, List of Hazardous Substances and Reportable Quantities, EPA Dangerous Materials Table.
The correct answer is: List of Hazardous Substances and Reportable Quantities.
Question 22. Class A explosives must not be transported in a combination vehicle if the vehicle includes a 200-inch wheelbase trailer, 2 or more trailers, a placarded cargo tank.
The correct answer is: a placarded cargo tank.
Question 23. When there is a hazardous materials emergency, what should you do? Keep people away and warn them of danger. Prevent smoking and keep open flames away. Do both of the above.
The correct answer is: do both of the above.
Question 24. Who is responsible for packaging, labeling, and preparing the hazardous material shipping papers for a common carrier? The driver, the shipper, the carrier.
The correct answer is: the shipper.
Question 25. You do not have a hazardous materials endorsement on your commercial driver's license. When can you legally haul hazardous material? Only when the shipment does not cross state lines. Only when the load is placarded. Only when it is a non-placarded material.
The correct answer is: only when it is a non-placarded material.
Thanks for watching.